Okay. So, I just saw like some video of I'm pretty sure you know who Sam White is, and yeah, his most recent video was of what is that? Was of him like addressing a lot of the problems with the community's viewpoints and their standings on whether or not glitching or trapping the astronaut is legit on Moon. And it is a topic of debate, at least amongst the at least the upper echelon high round players, of whether or not it's legit. And I can see why, if someone got a really high round doing it the most legit way, and then someone beat them just using a glitch strategy, then yeah, I'd be mad too. But I think it all just stems of what your viewpoint on it, what your viewpoint may be on whether or not glitching is legit or not. It just stems from your overall viewpoint. I mean, really just of video games in general. In my honest opinion, like, if people, argue that glitching something is legit or not legit, I just always ask myself, who gives a shit? like really, who gives a shit? Like no one really cares except for the members of the community. I don't know why I'm pointing to myself. I'm not really a member of the community anymore. Yeah, the members of the zombie community are the people that care. But I mean, it doesn't glitching. Okay, glitching, as as bad of a word as it may sound, I don't know why it would be bad, but glitching, in general, I mean, in any other community, no one cares. Like, the Portal 2 community, have you seen how they play? It's the most glitched shit I've ever seen in my life. They all use glitches. The crouch flying out of the tunnel thing, whatever that is. Bunny hopping in general. That wasn't even discovered in Portal. It was discovered in Half-Life. But when they realized that Valve used the same engine for a lot of their games, they realized, oh, we can still use bunny hopping. Bunny hopping, they didn't plan for people to use that as an exploit to move faster in their games. But they still kept it in there. Frickin' speed wall strafing, air strafing. All these are exploits of how the game already works, and using these small little things to your advantage. Let's see what else. Quote skipping and stuff like that. Elevator timing, waiting in an elevator so you get good phase and stuff like that. Like all these are Valve didn't put that in there so that you could do that on purpose. They didn't design the game one way and then put these little experts so that smart people of the community would find them later. That's not how they develop their game. The developers, when they develop a game, and then, I mean, they even give you, even in like loading cutscenes, they give you tips on how to play, because that's the way they want you to play. But you're not going to do that, because everyone knows that playing your own way, finding the exploits of how the game works, it makes the game not only more enjoyable, but just more fun. Just more fun in general. Like, look at wave dashing in frickin' Melee. Have you any idea how fucking shit of a player you look if you don't know how to fucking wave dash in Melee? Have you any idea how fucking stupid you look if you don't know how to wave dash? Wave land, fucking, what is it? Fucking Jigglypuff's Rising Pound. Like, not very people even know how to do that. And you look like a fucking if you don't know how to do that. Friggin', there's so many other video games that I can reference that where I just don't understand the mentality of the stigma against glitches in this community, in the zombies community in particular. No other community gives a shit about glitching except for us, or except for the zombie community. I don't want to credit myself in any way, because I don't care about glitching at all. I don't care. I'm not against it at all. I used to be, but then I realized how stupid it was to do that, because everyone knows that glitches are supposed to make the game more fun and more enjoyable. I mean, if you have such a problem with glitching, then why don't you just, like, so let's say someone, you know, gets a record or something. Let's say someone gets a record on Moon using, like, a glitch strategy or something, like glitch out the spawns, something like that. That doesn't mean you have to, like, sacrifice your entire namesake to them. Just do the same thing and beat them. What is so hard about that? You're just being lazy if that's the case. That's just laziness. If you're too lazy to go out and beat them, unless you can't do it. Do you think you can't do it? Because if that's the case, then whatever, man. Glitches are supposed to make the game more enjoyable and more fun for not only you, but the rest of the community, the rest of the people that are playing them. You know? The developers, they want you to play the game the way that they tell you to. But you're not supposed to play any game the way the developers tell you how to play. Are you retarded? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You really think that you're supposed to play the game exactly the way they tell you to play? No. You're never supposed to do that, ever. Look at DarkSpinesSonic, okay? He's the best, like, probably one of, if not the best, Sonic, like, just any game in the Sonic genre, really anything developed by Sega in particular, he's like one of the best speedrunners that I've ever seen of most of those games. Look at Sonic 06, okay? If the developers, if everyone played the way that the developers wanted you to play, then have you, like, for the speedrun times, for whatever segments of world records and stuff like that, have you any idea how slow the times would be? Because they want you to play, for Sonic 06 in particular, I mean, they want you to play ridiculously slow, okay? But DarkSpines is smart. He plays the game a lot. He found the exploits of the game, of how the game works, used them to his advantage, and found faster routes. What's so bad about that? Because other people don't find it hard, because they do them too. What's the problem? You wouldn't argue, well, no, you're glitching, bro. You're glitching on Sonic 06. That's a travesty in my book. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. Okay? He finds them and he uses them to his advantage, and then lets other people know how to do them and stuff like that. You know, it's not a hard thing to do just to do a glitch in a video game. It's not like, you know what I mean? I don't understand. I just don't understand the stigma against them. It's just a game, a video game, mind you. I don't see the problem with it. If it makes the game better and if it makes the game more fun, then by all means, go do it. I don't care. Because mind you, the only people that care about glitching are the people in the zombie community. They don't fucking care if you glitch. They don't give a shit. If they did, then they would have patched the if they really paid attention to how the zombie players, the high round players play, then they would have patched these glitches a long time ago. They would have patched them a long time ago. They would have patched glitching them in the biodome. They would have patched it like that. If they really saw, oh no, you're glitching and they would have patched patched trapping him in other tunnels too. Because technically, if you really want to argue semantics here, technically both methods are legit by their standards. Technically both methods. If you trap him or glitch him, both methods are legit by their standards. Because they didn't put that astronaut there for you to glitch him or trap him. They put him there so you would play with him on the map. They didn't put that out there so that, oh, we'll put him there, but, you know, secretly we'll just make it so that you can leave a door closed and let the excavator come down and yada yada yada. They didn't do that. They didn't plan for anyone to do that. Both methods are unlegit by their standards. Okay? If they really cared, they would have patched it a long time ago. They would have made it so that, you know, they would have made it so that, like, let's say you let the excavator come down and he's trapped in there. So let's say the second that he touches the excavator, he explodes and then he respawns wherever you are. Okay? That's a very simple patch. They could have done that. They could have done that. But they didn't. You know why? Because they don't care. They don't pay attention to what we do. You're supposed to glitch in video games. Glitches make the game better. Glitches make the game more fun. Okay? I can tell you now, you may act militant or whatever, you may act whatever way you want against glitching in video games and stuff like that, but I'm going to tell you this now, you have never played a game in your life. You've never played a video game in your entire life exactly the way the developers have told you to play the game. I'm telling you that now. You've never done that. And if you say you have, you're a liar. No one has ever played the game exactly the way the game developers want you to play, because that's stupid. It's not fun to play that way. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.